They asked me to sign away rights to a company I built, then had security walk me out of a family strategy meeting, like I was a threat. 3 days later, their cards were getting declined at gas pumps and grocery stores. Funny how fast people remember your name when their money stops moving. I'm theirs, the daughter they kept at the edge of every table. At Thanksgiving, I got dish duty, not a voice. At family meetings, I got a blank place card. No title, no seat near the projector, just a polite smile that said, sit down and be quiet. I still showed up, hoping this time they wanted truth instead of theater. That morning, my mom texted me, be calm, let your sister lead. My sister texted right after, keep it neutral, don't outshine anyone. Neutral meant invisible. Again, what they didn't know was, I had spent 8 years building Blue Harbor into a $900M logistics company. I funded warehouses, software, and private trust lines they benefited from without ever asking where the money came from. I even bailed out my brother's failed business with anonymous cash. They called his comeback grit. I called it my wire transfer. At the meeting, my sister ran the room like a campaign manager. The family lawyer watched her face before every sentence, like she held the remote to everyone's spine. My name was missing from every packet. My past contributions were scrubbed. Then she smiled at me and said, we're grateful theirs came to observe. Observe, like I was a museum piece. One slide flashed my name for a split second, then wiped it into inactive transferred holdings, like I had died in real time. A few relatives glanced at me and looked away. Nobody interrupted. Nobody asked a question. Later, I found 2 versions of the will in a side office. Older version, my name included, clear ownership language, tech holdings tied to my work. New version, I was gone, not reassigned, not discussed, deleted. Then came the final folder in the room, a formality, asking me to acknowledge asset transitions and relinquish claims. Buried inside was the real theft. My platform, my code logic, my automation engine, relabeled as a family collaborative project. My sister slid me a pen. You'll just need to initial here. I looked at the pen, then I looked at her. Next, I stood up. Again, she pushed the folder toward me. Then a man in a navy jacket stepped in. Miss Quinland, we've been asked to escort you out. My mother stared at her hands. My father muttered, don't make this harder. I picked up my folder and walked. In the car, I opened my laptop, logged into Blue Harbor admin, and pulled up Quinlan link dependencies. 1 click, financial revocation protocol. 2nd click, lock all connected assets. No shouting, no scene, just clean execution. By the time I hit the freeway, their machine was already coughing. My sister's assistant couldn't complete a transfer. Dad's card got declined. My brother lost access to the investment portal. At 9 a.m. the next morning, each of them got the same email. Ownership clarification and access termination, with receipts attached. Wire confirmations, contracts, timestamps, no insults, just documents. Truth doesn't yell, it timestamps. Calls flooded in. Dad, mom, brother, sister, cousins who hadn't remembered I existed last week. I answered one text from my sister. We need to talk. This is me talking, I replied. Then I muted the thread. Local media picked it up by afternoon. Ownership dispute, funding withdrawal, quiet billionaire daughter no longer quiet. My sister's shiny rebrand of my platform got paused under unresolved IP claims. The consultant presenting their rollout turned out to be my ex-assistant using my old framework with new colors. Same skeleton, no heartbeat without me. Mom left a voicemail about family reconciliation. No apology, just confusion, wrapped in soft tone. Their attorney asked for a private reset. No escalation, no blame. My counsel sent back 1 line. I declined. Then I changed my number and closed the old trust mailbox they only used when they needed money. Never me. I didn't spend the aftermath throwing punches. I spent it building. I opened a founder space for women who were underestimated, underfunded, and told to wait their turn. I funded it quietly. No giant logo, no victory parade, just working systems and open doors. My family taught me how erasure works. I learned how ownership works. Now when I hear, you were right, it lands too late to hurt. I don't need a seat at their table anymore. I built my own and wrote my name into the wood. If you've ever been treated like a placeholder in your own family, drop a comment and tell me the exact moment you stopped shrinking.